You and your bro is solid.
Yeah, true. To Liquid's credit, Nigma may be looking very good, and Liquid starting off the group stage not so hot, maybe starting off this game not so hot. The arrow's going to come through, but Mickey's in serious trouble. The cookie is going to be able to maybe buy him a little bit of time. ILTW time walking in, but realizes that Mickey is a little bit too tanky to just one-hit him, and ILTW may end up dying for that mistake as Quill starts stacking up, but the Dragon Tail coming out on Insania. Who's going to be the first blood here? It's all in onto the Cookie Mama, and she dies first. GH is going to be up next. He falls, yes. Do they get any extra kills here onto Liquid? It looks like maybe mind control. Another round of Quills, but the Fairy Fire spares him. Ultimately, it's a 1-for-1 trade to the favor of Nigma.
However, they do have to heal on 3 heroes. What in the hell was that? We didn't see that in 12 weeks over the DPC League. The mace brings out.
And he will be there in time for the first creep, it looks like. So I was saying, to Liquid's credit,
yes,
when they matched up against Nigma at the major, well, maybe that's unfair because they had a stand-in, but in wildcard they did beat Nigma, but they also in this last DPC also beat Nigma. So at least the recent history is going the way of Liquid.
Yeah, they're going to get the ward exchange too. Placed just a little too late by GH up top. I will say I like how both teams just kind of stick to what's been working for them, the fundamentals. Liquid have had a heavy focus on TA. Both games against Beast Coast, they drew those. They lost to it yesterday as well. And the Bristleback was responsible, in my view, for their only win so far in this tournament. And then, of course, on the other side, Nigma, they've been keeping mind control on the playmaking offlanes. DK, Mars have stuns. It's been very effective with them so far. Yep. Miracle on Invoker Puck. Those spell casting, just best utilized, I think, maybe by Miracle.
Koifa's dead here? Okay, the arrow sneaks on through, but the time walk in, Koifa did manage to get off a bit of healing sound, so looks like he may survive. Bro strikes back up. They're going to go for the kill on ILTW. He's going to die first, though. Koifa falls, then ILTW. Taiga doesn't actually have any regen here, but he does have leaps. So
in a matchup against Void, but there's really nothing you can do if you get chronoed and then bombs dropped on you.
Insania. Moonlight Shadow, but there's a sentry drop by GH to ensure the kill. Now Sumail is going to try and challenge this Dragon Knight. He's very tanky. Koifa, instead, with this Invis, is going to go for the Invoker. They've got the Epicenter combination, but the Cold Embrace is going to be able to heal him up a little bit more. Wow. And this beautiful Chrono coming out from ILTW ensures at least the kill on a Sumail, but very likely Koifa's going to be dying here. He has no way out, and Nigma take control of the mid lane now, hitting the mid tower in tips all around.
ILTW, he can't tip himself, so he'll let his team do that.
He's trying to make sure his safe lane tower does not die. They already gave up one tier 1 that I don't think they really wanted to.
Yeah, but Liquid, they're all right. They want to try and avoid a big
That would be a good pickup here, and they certainly have him, I think. The Moonlight Shadow is going to go down, but they do have the sentry already in place, and yeah, as the Chronosphere fades, they had more than enough detection with 3 sentries in one area.
They certainly got him, but that's really the only play Nigma can make. Chrono
not playing in their triangle just yet. Miracle's going to cut over, break the smoke, throw out a tornado, actually catches the 2 of them. The EMP is out. Koifa's going to go ahead, burrow strike real quick. Arrow's going to come in. It's blocked, though. Mind Control tanks it up for him, but the Mortimer's Kiss is doing a good amount of damage. Winner's Curse, though, interception. Sumail's going to kill his own ally. Taiga ends up falling. He used the Melt Strike on ILTW, but Mickey is sticking onto Mind Control. This tanky offlaner has been able to absorb so much abuse. He may finally fall soon, but maybe not. They actually managed to reset there, and Liquid lose 2. Many of the heroes on Nigma get low, but they can't actually finish anybody off. And now Mind Control healing up, TP's up to the tier 1 tower. They Chronosphere to be able to make sure not only Sumail's going to die, but now they've caught +1. Insania, who's coming in for a cookie, is going to be denied that fact. He won't be able to get into the pit. Mickey is going to be caught out. Moonlight Shadow going down, but they certainly had the vision for him. They spot him out. Tornado slowing him down. Eventually, he should. Koifa, arrow. Okay, they're still trying for this Dragon Knight, and Nigma's like, yeah, go for it. You've done that before, and it didn't work. Mind Control keeps on pushing forward, blinking up, catching Koifa. That's going to be 2 deaths for him in 1 team fight.
That is unbelievable. I don't know what it is with this team, but it's like the closer they get to TI, they are playing so well, Cap. Like nothing against Liquid. They're not doing anything wrong, but Nigma are just perfectly synergizing their spells.
Setting up, the arrow blocked by the creep though, and the Winter's Curse to intercept. That's left with just the Mortimer Kisses damage. ILTW time dilates them before jumping away. Mind control is going in as he's done time and time again. He wants to be the center of a focus for Liquid. Liquid on the retreat here. They're gonna try and get Mickey out. Insanity waiting for the next round of cookies. Taiga throwing out arrows, trying to block as much as possible, but Mickey is receiving no help. Miracle actually does fall. He gets a little bit too far forward there, and Taiga snatches that kill up nice and quick. They know now that the ward is on the high ground. They're going to be able to get an extra kill here as Insania is jumped on by Mind Control. I want to highlight this offlaner, man.
Seriously.
Mind Control killed it on the Mars games when it came to wildcard. If Nigma does finally show themselves.
You can see both carries just kind of daring each other to initiate. Yeah. They know their teams are behind them.
Tornado's going to miss. Maybe he was hoping to try and hit some of the backline heroes. KYIV actually pulled the trigger on that epicenter, but didn't get the blink opportunity to catch anybody. Now ILTW is going to jump forward, feeling confident. Looking for that Chronosphere. Samael's going to be target. Moonlight Shadow not going to be able to dodge that. They immediately dust him up. ILTW looking for the backline. Wants to be able to get the Chronosphere. While Samael, they're not going to focus on him just yet. The arrow's going to come out once again, trying to go for this Dragonite. The second life of Samael is going to come into play, though. Meanwhile, Mickey, Winter's Curse to try and get Miracle away from this hero, but they go for the Chronosphere now. They send him back. They have the Meteor. They're going to try and blow up the Templar Assassin. They've got him. Mickey, back on the prowl, though, is looking for these kills while Mind Control continues to hunt and harass the backline heroes, the Sand King, the Mirana, the Taiga, still looking for the kill onto Kuro. Isn't quite getting it. Back over to Mickey, who is the only survivor of this team fight, perhaps, is yes, there goes Taiga. Mickey limping back to the tier 2, but he's not going to make it. Tornado EMP'd, ILTW in front of him. Now behind him, trying to issue some bashes, but like ultimately, he's building up quills, but that's about it. Miracle should be able to keep him in place long enough. Eventually, Mind Control's there, and they get him. A team-wide.
Aghanim's on the way.
Yep, it's coming.
It will be online. They're not even going to wait.
Mickey immediately popped the Moonlight Shadow. Mickey does, in a way, want to be the target as long as his team behind him, and he's there. They do have the Aghanim Scepter. Someone in, Burrow Strike on in, Mind Control once again trying to make himself the target. The Chain Stun is out. ILTW gets hit by the arrow as well, but he's healing so much. They're going for it with the double damage, but he managed to time walk and now managed the Chronosphere. The rest of Nigma is slow to be able to get there, though. The Chronosphere is going to wear out, and Samael's still going to be decently healthy. Throws a couple of shots at ILTW, who wants to be able to time walk away. Insania's going to be the first to fall in this fight, but a Burrow Strike onto 2 may turn things around. Another arrow onto ILTW, but they cannot stop this time walking away. But Mickey's now here trying to slow him down. Mind Control gets the stun onto him. Kuro forces back Taiga. They're splitting apart a little bit, and they may have to lead their captain, but a missed Meld Strike, and now Samael is committed. He's disarmed. He's Sunstrike coming in, does a huge amount of damage, turns around, fractional sliver of HP, burns through it though, and Kuro, of all heroes, with a godlike spree for Nigma as they continue the march forward. Liquid slowed down to a crawl as now all the disables coming from Miracle, from Mind Control, are going to pick them apart. Fortunately, Mickey managed to TP away, but what a great fight for Nigma. Doing so much to him. He's being tornadoed, cold snapped, heat, he's
Wyvern slowed,
ice wall,
enchanted,
tick burn, enchant. There's a lot
Time Dilation.
Oh, once again, Mind Control is there with a blink dagger to be able to save GH. GH alive for now, but the epicenter's right on top of him. He will burn out, even as he managed to get the Winter's Curse. Grouping these two heroes up together, they're going to try and burst down the Sand King. They will manage to do that so far. Mickey is a hard hero to be able to crack, though. Poking at him for now, running back to the low ground. Liquid trying to set up for a better battlefield, but now here comes the Cataclysm as he's stunned up. There goes the Bristleback. Samael.
Oh, ports away.
Ports away. Has an Aghanim Scepter. That's what that was. Poking at this bottom lane, but they're also setting up with some heroes behind it. I thought maybe they could be able to catch Miracle, but the pressure that Nigma is putting on the mid lane means that they're going to mass TP back. Oh, missed Burrow Strike from KYIV. They try and punish ILTW for being really far in, but that shard is allowing him to play mind games right now with Team Liquid, and Mickey is actually becoming squishy enough they can focus him down perhaps. While he's on the low ground, ILTW jumping forward, forced away. Jumps back with the shard as he's going to look at it again. No, he commits the Chronosphere. The rest of the team, KYIV by intercept, managed to get an epic there off of the arrow as well. Right on top of Miracle. Is he going to be bursted down? The shots are coming in from the Snapfire as well. He's been healed up so much, though. With the winner's curse, it stopped Koi from doing a whole lot. Meanwhile, they managed to focus down Sumail. ILTW still right in the middle of this here force. Gets Cookie stunned up, but he time walks not that far away. He's still stuck here. Slowed down for a second. There goes the Aegis. Meanwhile, back over to Taiga. He actually ends up falling. 5x from Liquid. This is their opportunity to be able to turn the game around. They need to be able to win this fight. Silenced, ILTW, time walking away. Liquid gonna have to turn around and go for mind control here. They actually do have enough minus armor to kill him. Can they chase for more? They can. They managed to get the burrow strike onto Kuro. Remember, he has a godlike damage to kill him. So yeah, I think in a way, their only play to be able to win these fights is to be able to get on top of GH and Miracle. And sadly, they're not gonna be able to stop this Roshan. Maybe they can still fight on this high ground area, though. Bit of burst damage on Kuro, but he easily tanks through it. Now they have a one-man stun strike that's going to be able to come through, finish him off. Chronosphere executed. He tried to flicker away from it, but it wasn't far enough. And that is going to be a dead Templar assassin. KYIV and Taiga do manage to assassinate GH on the back line. The Winter Wyvern dies, yes, but they're going to have to leave KYIV behind. Ian Disc as well as the Horn coming out. They do manage to get Kuro. Arrow nails the Faceless Void. Insanity even starting the ultimate there, but realizing the mind control
off on just the TA in the Chronosphere. Just a really great example of using your toolbox to find kills, especially on one that doesn't have a buyback. They're going to force more out, but Mickey, he's dead for the second time. That's pretty close. And yeah, Nigma, they've gone this route before. They recognize we've got a huge lead. We have enemy heroes dead. Force the GG or kill the throne, and they get the GG first.
Liquid gonna call it quits here in game one as Nigma continued to just be a freight train running through these teams in the wild card. They may be the team that was second to get out